If you want to edit some of your network configurations that you have going, if you go up to System, Preferences, and down to Network Connections here, you can see what's going on and connected right here. And you can see ETHO, that's your Ethernet connection. That's the hard wire you have plugged in. And the ETH0, that's actually the first one. If you had two network cards, you might see ETHO and ETH1. If you had a third, then it would be ETH2 and so forth like that. But it always starts with a 0. If you double click on that there, it's going to ask you for your password, so you can go in and see it. You just type the password in. And here's where you can change the setting if you want it automatic, and your security. Here's where if you're manual and you're not DHCP, you can just manually load it in and add an IP address here and your subnet max and your gateway and your DNS down there. But that's all there is to that right there. Here are your wireless networks that you have connected. You might have a whole bunch in here, all the places you connected to. If you're ever working on somebody's laptop and you connect your wireless and you don't want them to connect to have your password anymore, you can just highlight it and delete it out of there, and it won't save the password like that. But if you want to edit the connection, let's say you change your password and you want to do that, if you would highlight it there and go to Edit, it's going to come up and you're going to see, and it might ask you for your password. Just put it in here, and here's the name of it here and the mode and all that, your security. You just retype the password right in here. If you want to see what it is, click right there for there, and you can see what the settings is if you want to change it to manual, just like you do on the network like that. This mobile broadband, out of the box, Ubuntu supports a few different mobile cards, like your Sprints and your stuff like that. You plug in and it just works out of the box, and you don't have to worry about that. Obviously, you need an account with them and all of that. It's not free, but you know that. So then you go over here, if your VPN connections you can add or edit if you created any in here. Same thing with in here in the DSL sections, but that's just a basic overview of your different network connections and how you can edit them.